I wrote The God Virus to explore the emotional and psychological issues that people face when they're infected with religion. I wanted to discuss openly the techniques that ministers use, that leaders use, to infect people with a specific type of religion. I wanted the average person to be better informed about how religion works. For example, how does the guilt cycle work? Why is guilt such a big part of a lot of Western religions? How does survivor's guilt work? And how does it plug into getting people more involved in a particular religion? And as I studied it and I thought about the psychological issues, I realized, as I'm sure many people have, that it really doesn't matter what religion you're in. Every religion uses the same techniques. For example, hypnosis. There's a lot of hypnotic techniques in any kind of religious service. Whether it's a Mormon service, a Catholic service, evangelical service in Dallas, Texas, it doesn't matter. All of them use very effective hypnotic techniques. Another thing is, why is sexual control so important to most Western religions? And indeed, some Eastern religions as well. What has sex got to do with religion? As I looked into this, I realized that there's a key here. Sex and guilt go together. And if you understand it psychologically and emotionally, it really informs us about how religion works and, frankly, how to get out of it if you want to. As a psychologist, it appeared to me in the literature, largely in the literature, especially among the many self-help books that there are, that most authors are dancing around the whole issue of how religion harms people. And so one of my goals in writing the book was to talk out loud and frankly about things that are taboo. Let's not talk about how religion hurts people. Let's talk about how it helps people. But I can find very few things, when you really get down to it, that show religion is a help to anyone. It has huge liabilities in how it controls people's lives, how it forces certain child-rearing practices on people, how it undermines relationships. I mean, many organized religions look at marriage, for example, and as I looked at the statistics on marriage and divorce, what was just amazing was how the evangelicals have among the highest divorce rates in the United States. Far higher than, say, agnostics, non-religious, or atheists. So something's going on there. And it shows that religion actually has a detrimental effect in many relationships. So I explore this in the book. I try to touch on some areas I just think people are not talking about out loud, because it is taboo to step on the toes of religionists and to question the value of religion in a society.